Hi, I'm Chad Huebener.
And I'm Sara Huebener with Edina Realty, and today we are going to be talking about home inspections. Home inspections are definitely back on the table this year. We went through a few years where we never saw home inspections on purchase agreements. Sounds like bliss for a seller, but sometimes that created other issues at the final walkthrough. So in some ways, that having the home inspection and having the buyer getting an understanding of what they're buying at the time of purchase agreement is useful.
Good thing,
Yeah. And that said, we wanted to discuss what we are seeing this year in terms of inspections.
And I think the biggest thing that we're seeing this year is, well, first off, there's inspections on most of our sales this year. The second thing is buyers are doing a lot of inspections. So we're on most transactions, we're seeing the home inspection, radon tests. We're seeing some sewer inspections,
Which we almost never see.
Which we never see in the suburbs.
Happen.
We're seeing those. So buyers, I think, are looking at doing more inspections during this process.
And one of the things that is important to note when you're buying a home, and actually as a seller too, a lot of times a seller will say, well, there's nothing wrong with this home, there should be no issues on inspection. And a buyer goes in sometimes with the same mentality, there will be nothing wrong with this home. And the thing that's important to note is that every home has an issue or issues. It's not a matter of if a home does or doesn't. Every home has something. And as a buyer, if you go in with that expectation, the process of walking through a home with a home inspector is going to be a lot more easier to process if you know there's going to be things that they find. That is what they are paid to do, is to find things.
Another important piece to that too is when talking with an inspector and talking with your agent at the inspection is to understand that the house is falling apart. The home inspector is pointing out the flaws of the house. Does everything need to be fixed by the seller in order to move in? Not necessarily. It becomes a negotiation, but it's something that buyers need to understand that, like Sara mentioned, that there are things that are wrong, and you just need to understand what those issues are.
Some of the things that we tell people to focus on specifically are health and safety related issues, structural issues, mechanical issues. We are not looking for, oh, there's a hole in the sheetrock from the doorknob, or the paint in that room on that one strip doesn't match.
Carpet needs to be stretched.
Carpet needs to, these are not really inspection related matters. We're looking for latent defects that the seller is unaware of. That's really what the goal of the inspection is. And again, as Chad said, that doesn't mean the seller is obligated to correct all those items. At that point, it becomes a negotiation. Sometimes a buyer prefers to correct the items on their own so that they know that they're done to their level of satisfaction.
But at the end of the day, it's a mutual agreement between the buyer and the seller on whatever the issues are, many or few.
Yeah. We hope you found this video useful. Thanks so much for watching it, and have a great day.